I actually wish he would have kept it a little bit longer now I think about it, because you know what? He could have put Ronda over much better, even though I think Ronda did that very well on her own.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think she's going to need to beat Asuka to get her over. I think after last night, she's definitely more over than she was when she first came. But, looking at this match, I'm actually very happy with the outcome. Obviously, just because it was something that was shocking, and I love Charlotte Flair. She's one of the best, women in the women's division they have right now.
Ever.
She's
one of the best women, in my opinion, ever. And I've seen a lot.
So far.
She's just so good. Her and Alexa Bliss are the best on the promos. I think Charlotte, and Sasha are probably the two best in the ring. Mm-hmm. And I can't wait to see this women's division really kind of switch up, because we've gotten some of the rivalries, but we really haven't had a Charlotte versus Sasha rivalry in a while, or Charlotte versus Bayley thing in years. I can't wait. This whole thing needs to be mixed up, and that's going to happen, I'm sure, in a month or so. But all of us...
Some cool stuff's in the works
by this.
For the women's division, and we can go. I'm going to go into it on NXT, but let's go on.
I want to say this actually real quick. For Asuka to tap is bad.
Yeah.
She should have. Never, the babyface never taps. And for her to tap that quickly, it's more of a heelish thing to do. I think if she did lose, it should have been with a classic Flair type of cheating, whether it's putting your feet on the rope and grabbing the tights, something to not make Asuka look weak. Hopefully they turn her heel,
also make Charlotte look strong.
Yeah. But either way, it's probably the best match of the night.
No, I don't think it's the best match. I would disagree with you, but we'll get into it.
I say it's the best match. I agree with you.
Let's move to the next match, which is a supreme disappointment. We have the champion, Randy Orton, who is the most boring individual in the company. Bobby Roode, who they've really done wrong since being brought up. Rusev, who's more over than just about anyone.
This guy is super over. I'm going to go ahead.
And taking on Jinder Mahal in a 4-way match for the United States Championship. And this match was kind of a cluster as well. I'm more of a fan of just the one-on-one drama between these matches. And, everybody had their spots. Orton did like 5 RKOs in a row. I was pretty sure Jinder was going to win. He was the world champion just a few months ago. I didn't see Rusev winning. You guys weren't a fan of this match, right?
I mean, look, I'm not a fan of it only because, I thought the only really outcome that really should have happened is Rusev. I mean, like Joe has been saying pretty much for a while, ever since Rusev Day happened. Kind of all of us have known, but, he's literally been the most over guy in the business. And, if there was another person to win this match, I'm kind of happy it's Jinder, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm a fan of Jinder, because of just his heel work. I think he's a really good heel. And what's better than having this guy hold the United States Championship? I mean, people hate that, and we all know why. But, some people are going to hate that, and that really makes him a heel, which I think is perfect. I love the way how, again, it happened yesterday with Sunil Singh, screwing over Rusev. I kind of like that. It annoys you, but that's good. It's good heel work to me. Maybe not the promo-wise, but, just the way, the actions in this match happens.
There's 2 things for me in this match that stood out and not in a good way. The first thing is kind of stupid, but I'll say it, is that Aiden English shaved his head.
Yeah.
Between the Battle Royale and this match, which I don't know how or why, but whatever. And the second thing is, Rusev comes out to thunderous chants. When Lana came out in the Battle Royale, she came out to thunderous chants. All they saw was Aiden English, the first guy eliminated in the Battle Royale. Thunderous Rusev Day chants. During the pre-show, while Sam Roberts is talking, thunderous Rusev Day chants. This guy is being chanted everywhere in this show. Even during the main event of the show, they were chanting Rusev Day.
Well, there were so many different chants going on during that.
But all I'm saying is that this guy is being chanted, and he was pinned. He was pinned.
I'll say this. Don't give up, fans. If you stick with this and chanting, as much as we say the WWE doesn't listen, because they really don't listen, but if you stick with it like you did with the Zack Ryder movement, he got his championship.
Or Daniel Bryan.
And Daniel Bryan as well. I don't think, Rusev will be world champion, but if the fans stick with it, I think, he'll eventually get a shot at least at carrying the U.S. title.
We didn't say it last week because I think it happened. It came out after our show. Is that Rusev apparently demanded a release from the company, and that's why he was added to WrestleMania. I think you told me that, Dom.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you told me that.
And I mean, look, it's interesting to see what's going to happen with that. Looking as if it's just adding the match. Is that what really just made Rusev stay, or did he really want to win? I'm just curious to see, because I feel like if that was the speculation and then he got added to that match, I really would have expected him to win. But
also, one more thing is that we're right back to where we were last year at this time. Jinder versus Randy Orton. We have literally reverted to the same rivalry as a year ago.
Just on a lower belt.
It's just as unentertaining.
This is how it should have started, first of all. This is how
it's terrible.
Jinder Mahal's run should have started. He should have had the U.S. title run. Because you were saying, it's instant heat, this foreign guy who, belittles America winning the U.S. title. You don't go directly from jobber to world champion. You win a tag team title. You win a U.S. or Intercontinental title. I think, it's done well now. And, like you said, Jinder, he's a good heel. Hopefully Orton turns heel and Rude turns heel, though, because they are boring as baby faces. Let's move to the next match.
This is my favorite match of the night to watch.
Probably my favorite match. I know I said the Charlotte one. As far as in-ring stuff, Charlotte and Asuka, I think, stole the show. But as far as getting me into the match, I was so into this one. It's Kurt Angle and Ronda Rousey taking on Triple H and Stephanie McMahon.
And if I could say, going into this, we all thought this was going to suck. The three of us said this match is going to suck. It's going to be a Ronda squash, and it'll be end of it. Mm-hmm. That's what the three of us said last week. I can pretty much guarantee it. This was 1,000% better than anyone expected it to be, and I loved it.
And the reason for that was, honestly, Stephanie McMahon did a hell of a lot better than we thought she would.
Absolutely.
Yes, she's still not, obviously, great in ring. We know this. But still, the role she played in that match was actually pretty good. The moments that this match had, I love that moment where, Ronda Rousey was just going ham on Triple H.
And she was calling him out. Come on, take me on. It was awesome.
Gonna be honest here. I gotta throw this out there. She did look really good too, but
Oh, she was so hot. Oh my god.
I thought it was perfect attire for her. I'm glad she didn't go with that simple, woman's look. She went with she didn't wear pants either. She kind of went like a Sonya Deville without that skirt.
Yeah.
Almost. What was awesome for me is when she came out wearing the hot rod look, and the place blew up. The crowd went crazy when they saw it, and my dad looked at me that's awesome. That is a cool homage to Rowdy Piper. It was cool to see. I thought it was awesome. Just her whole presence was, I'll take anyone on. Triple H, Stephanie McMahon, she looked awesome. She took a couple really good bumps.
Yeah, she did.
She showed, right, and she showed, I'm in the business. I am here. Nothing was handed to me, and Triple H threw me across the ring like the egotistical guy he is.
You know what I didn't like? I didn't like how Stephanie is this master mixed martial artist, blocking arm bars. She must have been training. Oh, please. UFC fighters couldn't even stop Ronda with the arm bar, but whatever.
Well,
it is professional wrestling. I want to talk quickly about the entrances for this match. I think Triple H and Stephanie's was really dumb with the motorcycles.
Yeah. I kind of like it.
I liked it, but the fact that they were going half a mile per hour and only drove 40 feet.
They also weren't even on motorcycles. Triple H and Stephanie, they were on
they're trikes. They're on trikes. And I was dying because I was the other motorcycles rode around the ring and just kind of left. I was like, what are they going to do with the trucks?
Yeah. No.
They turned him around. They literally had a guy there just turn him around and just push him back.
The best, I got to be honest, me and my friends were all all right, we were focused on this match, of course, but we couldn't stop laughing just because of Kurt.
Kurt looked like a dad.
He did well, but still, we were just thinking about all the stuff he's messed up, and we were just all laughing about it. But I mean,
he had a bit of a gut, but it's okay. He's
very good match. Very good match.
Kurt can do whatever he wants. He can mess up
$12 million.
He can mess up. He can call Ronda Rousey Rowdy Rousey.
Becky Lynch.
Kurt, to me, is one of those guys who has a free pass.
Yeah. Because he's put on,
all the great work this guy's done for his career. I thought, technically the match was fine. Obviously, Triple H is on steroids, in my opinion. Would you guys think that? He looks way too good,
Triple H. Leave him alone.
Honestly, I want to say yes.
Great. He's almost 50 years old.
I want to say he is, but at the same time, who knows?
Drooling over there?
Yeah, he looks great.
Triple H, King of Kings.
I mean, if you look back...
They called him the Cerebral Assassin. They haven't brought that one out in a while.
King of Kings.
I was like,
I thought, as far as... Triple H and Kurt, they've obviously had better in-ring stuff going on with each other, but the story was great.
I think for 50-year-olds,
how were the announcers? Because to me, me and my friends were just kind of talking throughout. Were you actually listening to them?
Corey Graves is the real MVP of WrestleMania.
He was good?
Yeah.
That guy is on fire. I don't care what anyone says.
The announcing's the same thing all the time, except for NXT. The NXT announcing is
great.
Mauro Ranallo beats everyone, but Corey Graves killed it. Michael Cole's the worst. The other guy... The Michael Cole equivalent on SmackDown is
Phillips.
okay. Phillips is okay. Saxton.
Tom Phillips is good.
He's good.
I like Tom Phillips.
He's good. I hate Michael Cole. The guy's got to
Cole
go.
stinks.
Coach is funny at times, and Saxton has his moments very sparingly.
You know who I like a lot, and one of my favorite wrestlers back in the day, Nigel McGuinness, is really good on
he's
NXT.
so good.
And he was a really badass
and 205
wrestler.
Live too. He was on he does 205 Live too, and he was great there.
And we didn't mention, but during the men's battle royal, it was JR and the King. But during the female, it was Beth Phoenix who said like one word. And
Paige.
Joe's favorite, Paige, who is, I feel so bad for this woman.
Yeah.
She's gone from, cream of the crop, winning her title on the first match, to cream on her crop.
You know what? You know what's terrible about Paige though is that she says in the battle royale, she goes, "Oh, I hope to compete next year."
That ain't happening.
I'm like, there's no way.
I feel
just
so
let
bad
her be.
for her.
Well, all right.
I hope it's a work.
Since we're talking about like announcers and stuff and all this stuff, obviously Coachman, he used to work for ESPN.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you hate for how this weekend ESPN randomly sends out notifications like, "Oh, look at this! This happened." Now you care about wrestling?
I almost exploded because Dana White was at WrestleMania. Yes. I mean, if you're so against it, why are you there?
To support Ronda. That's what he said.
I honestly believe that Dana White is taking notes from Vincent Kennedy McMahon on how to sell a pay-per-view, and that's what happened in the Barclays.
I don't want to talk
with
about
Conor McGregor. We're not talking about it.
I don't want to talk about it, but I just want to say
that's stone cold level
some
stuff.
Crazy stuff. What happened?
That
with Conor
is
McGregor.
stone cold level stuff, and right out of Vince McMahon's
Maybe
book.
they'll cover it on the show after us. I hope they do.
Hopefully.
The sports show's next, right?
Yeah, it's the home stretch. You're right.
So I'm sure they'll go over it. So Kurt and Ronda won. We all expected that to happen.
And a double submission, too.
But at times, it really seemed like, Kurt was going to lose. He was going to get pedigreed, and he would be the one to get pinned. But they did it really well, and it was the double submission that we all called.
Really quick, I'm thinking about it right now. I'm going to mention it real quick to you. A lot of wrestlers got rips on their skin. Ronda got ripped open. Charlotte got ripped open. Miz got ripped open. The ropes had to be really tightened, because guys were getting bloodied and ripped up just from doing like Irish whips to each other, and it was like, what is going on? Why are all these guys got marks all over them? So that's just something I want to point out as well.
I mean, if you don't wrestle for a while, that happens, but these guys were wrestling just a few days ago, so it's unexplainable. Let's move on to the tag team match. This match, it's really tough to follow a match like Kurt and Ronda versus Stephanie and Triple H because the fans were so into it. These guys had no hope. It's the Bludgeon Brothers versus the Usos and the New Day for the tag team championships.
Can I just say real quick? This was basically a squash match.
It was.
They squashed these guys to make themselves look like the end-all, be-all. I honestly do not believe the Usos will be on SmackDown much longer. They'll probably get moved to Raw to enhance the Raw tag team division, and I honestly think, God helping me, that AOP comes to SmackDown and feuds with the Bludgeon Brothers, because that is for destruction and death, and Vince McMahon will probably have a heart attack.
See, I agree with that right there, that I could definitely see the Bludgeon Brothers versus AOP happening. The only problem there is, like, who's the heel, who's the face type, because if you AOP can't be a face.
It's dodgy. That's the kind of thing where you have to root for the bad guy.
Yeah, pretty much. And probably everyone would be rooting for AOP, because to be honest with the Bludgeon Brothers, it really depends on their promo work, if they're going to have any, of what's going to be happening.
I don't see it.
Which is going to be, I don't know. This match just kind of aggravated me. I thought it was too short, but again, they have to make some matches short. Not all of them can be long, but
they got an enhanced story.
As much as I predicted the Usos to win and really, really, really wanted the Usos to win, I kind of saw it coming. You don't build up the Bludgeon Brothers for 2 to 3 months for nothing.
Who got the pin?
I think Harper.
On who? Was it an Uso?
I think they both pinned the Usos.
No. It was the New Day, because the Usos were outside. I remember seeing it.
Oh, was it Big E?
I don't know if it was Big E.
Or Kofi.
It just kind of ended, man. Like, we were like, I remember just looking away, and then
that was it.
It's over.
Yeah,
wow.
That was the bad part about Kurt Angle and Rousey being really good, is that you kind of like, this is your bathroom break. You're like, all right, I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick and grab a drink or talk to some friends. So, yeah, it was a squash, if there ever was a squash at WrestleMania.
Let's move on to the
Rowan
next
looked pretty
segment,
good, though. I liked Rowan. I know that Rowan is not very good. You guys don't like Rowan.
He's growing on me a little bit.
I thought he looked okay
Rowan
here.
Sucks.
He's no Harper for sure.
Sorry.
No, but he's getting better, I think.
All right,
I think Harper's bringing
next thing that happened, though, your boy,
Elias
came out and got buried.
That was the greatest troll of all time. That was amazing.
Yeah, so the whole theme for WrestleMania, we didn't really mention this, is John Cena was in the stands throughout the whole show.
Oh my God!
And they kept on panning to it during the worst
Look at
parts.
John Cena. He's really being true to his saying. He is here as a fan, and look at him looking on at this talent.
The first time was like, all right, this is a cool idea for an angle, and then they kept doing it, and you're like, all right, stop.
14 times after
Stop showing
it
pain.
really
Stop
took
John
away.
Cena.
It took away from the whole Charlotte winning the title and breaking the streak. Because right when that happened, before there was any time to take it in,